Now we start with 1 hour chart. Just I want to give a quick update in relative for my last analysis. Okay, if we revert to our analysis, we mentioned we because after we get this move, then after the price broke the previous top, as you can see, the price broke the previous top, then it start to correct. Okay, I know we mentioned if you want to look for buy, we can look for breakout of this trend line, and even if you move to 15 minute, we can see the price broke up, but they didn't give us any trade setup because we mentioned we need the price to sharply break, give a correction of like, then from there we can look for buy. Okay, now I want to see what's the next and how was the changes. All right, if we move to daily chart, now we want to see whether this is I mean, because as you can see, we have one move. Now the price start to correct. This is the start of the up move. We can consider it this is a sharp move with a correction, or this one can turn to a correction for one more drop. Mostly we are expecting for the continuation, not to get the big correction. Okay. And if we move to forward chart, as we can see, after the price, as I mentioned, the price broke the previous stop, it start to drop. You want to see whether this is a correction to price to take the trend line or not. Okay, because if we put this one in relative to this, based on the indicators, we have see the divergence. Okay, now in our analysis, we have been looking this one in relative to this for running platform continuation. Actually, this is after the breakout of this correction. This is what we get, but after that, the prices start to correct. At least, I mean, the reverse. Okay, now this is what we can see. Now we want to see whether this one can turn to a deeper correction, similar to any of this, or we can expect this is the correction after the breakout of this with this move, sharp move with the current, I mean, small correction for continuation. And we should know that as long as the price haven't broke the top and low, still we consider this we are within this correction. That's why still this one can, if move as a corrective, still we can expect one more drop. If we want to look for buy, we should have the proper trade setup and we should know how to manage it. Okay, but what we expected we once, I mean, we're looking for the price to break and continue. Okay, break the top. That's why if we move to first of all, I move to forward chart. All right, now we move to 1 hour chart. We want to see how we can trade it. All right, actually there is no much changes. The only things is we're looking for the breakout of this card. First we need to know how deep this one can go, whether the price this one can continue and tag the trend line or not. Okay, by the way, if we want to look for buy, we need to look for the breakout. As you can see, with the breakout with the sharp flag for continuation. Okay, now the trade setup, whether we can get it based on 1 hour chart or 15 minutes, we need to check. Okay, and if this one drop a bit more, it can give us better opportunity. And right now I think we better we put our trend line at least here. Okay, now again, if we want to look for buy, we want the price to break sharply with the flag, then from there we can take the trade. And when the price come to the top, we see whether there is a continuation or not, because easily price can break the top and draw reverse again, similar to any of this. Okay, what I show based on forward chart as well. And now we're thinking this one, if we get, maybe give us one more drop before we get the next move. And as I mentioned, if this one become deeper, it can give us better opportunity to look for buy. And how about if the price sharply move from here, we didn't get any trade setup, the only way is to have entry above the top. Okay, if we zoom out, all right, but now the thing is, for me, I put an entry a bit higher. This is where I put 0.0646 because I was caring about these two top as well. Okay, no, the thing is, trade, it depends on the traders. If they want to have entry above the top, whether they put exactly above this top or a bit higher, it depends on them. But what we want, if we want to have entry above the top, we want the price sharply tag, break, and continue the price tag. We see within 1 or 2 hours it's not moving, we don't stay with the trade. And one more thing, if this one turn to a correction for one more drop, if we get another drop, that means this one become deeper, then mostly we are not going to get this one. Okay, then at that time, because at that time we can expect to get the trade set up within this range. All right, now if I move to 15 minute, based on 15 minutes we have nothing. The only thing is if we put our trend line here, because if we get one more drop with the breakout of this low, then we can move our trend line to above this. And right now the way is moving, we can expect for one more drop. similar to any of this. Okay, this means still we don't have really good. I mean, this one can turn to DP correction before we get the next move. By the way, we don't have any trade set up, and we're looking for buy. But right now, I mean, we don't have any trade set up. The only thing is we are within this move. Anyway, we still be looking at this one. In this case, we just follow the chart whether we want to see whether this one can give us one move up or not. With the breakout of this top, then from there we see whether we should look for the continuation or not. Anyway, we just follow the chart. If I see any update, I will share. Thanks.